What's up? What's up? You already read the title, you already know what's going down. I'm going to be analysing and explaining my lyrics from Bounce. I just want to talk about DOGMA in general for a little bit. If you haven't listened to it already, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? It's been out for like 2 weeks, I think. I don't know. And you still haven't fucking listened to it. Look at this fucking Lisa. Boo this man! Boo! But listen to it. It's a great album. Made by me and my homies E and BZ. Them two. Shout out to them. They fucking killed it on this fucking album. They did their thing. And honestly, they impressed me. And I'm happy that we made this as the product. This being DOGMA. And DOGMA being amazing. Also, I just want to point out in this video, I thought this would be a good time to address my thoughts on this, even though no one fucking asked, but I did. So, me personally, right, I wouldn't say I'm a lyrical, spiritual, biblical, foot in the door, hardy boy, that didn't rhyme, ass nigga when I'm rapping, right? If it rhymes and it's a sentence that makes sense, then it's getting put in the song, I'm afraid. Sorry to tell you. I would say Hearts and Stars was kind of, had a little bit of like lyrical elements here and there, but it was mainly kind of just like made to just listen to, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't made to really listen and be like, oh yeah, I stand with this nigga, all of his political views I stand with. Can I also just say, you'll never get a political view in a song when it comes to me. If anyone was here for me to spit political bars, I'm sorry to disappoint you. You're kind of weird for assuming that, I won't lie. I don't hate the lyrical stuff, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of lyrical niggas out here who are fucking, like, good as fuck. Like, really fucking good. But, if I'm being completely honest, most of the time when I listen to music, it is mainly just the shit that doesn't make any sense. I don't know about you, but I'm not trying to hear about what's going on with the government. I don't want to hear about the 2008 recession, how racism is still a very, very serious ongoing issue. If you want racism to end, listen to DOGMA, listen to Hearts and Stars. It has been proven by several researchers, and they have said that listening to KB Bueno or 333 in general actually reduces racism in the world by 5%. We're hoping that by the end of 2027, at least, I mean, hopefully end of 2026, but a man can only dream, you know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta be a little realistic. So by the end of 2027, we want to rise that number up to 50%. First lyric. Oh yeah, can I just say, I actually put financial investment into this video. I bought a whole whiteboard and a set of pens and a magnetic rubber for $9.95 off Amazon. Tell me I don't do shit for you. Tell me I don't do shit for you. Pass it to E, he chop it and flip it and make it brand new. Pass it to me and I'll leave it stuck in your head just like screws. So let's break this down, shall we? Talk about my handwriting, I will fucking uppercut your mom. You may be asking, who is E? Pay attention, I said it at the start of the video. E is the man who produced all of DOGMA and is also one of the voices that you hear on DOGMA. DOGMA is very sample heavy. Matter of fact, E, when he produces in general, he is very sample heavy. I acknowledge that in this bar by saying he chop it and flip it. What is he chopping and flipping? The samples. Come on, lock in, get your head in the game. And then what does he do with it? That's right, he makes it brand new. Okay, we're following. Pass it to me. Now, who am I? Damn right, let me hear that again. Who am I? I've already explained what E does, right? In the first portion of this bar. So now what I'm doing is I'm describing what I will do. Before I get into what I will do, you may be asking, okay, so you mentioned E and you mentioned yourself. What about Brooklyn? I have an explanation for this, right? But originally, right, Bounce was recorded way back in, I want to say, September 2025. The actual production for DOGMA started probably about 2 weeks before the first recording of Bounce, right? E had originally sent me the beat for it, and I assumed it was just supposed to be my song. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna just do my thing on it. Everything you hear in the Bounce that is released, that is the pretty much for the most part the original verse, like the very first verse that I did, just re-recorded. In the very first version that I recorded, I used this exact same bar, well, these exact same bars of pass it to E and pass it to me, right? But I obviously didn't know that this was going to eventually be used for DOGMA, so I just kind of kept my verse as is anyway. What do? I leave it stuck in your head, right? I leave it stuck in your head. What do I mean by that? Like I mentioned in that story, I did not know that this was going to be used for DOGMA, so I didn't expect E to also be on the song. At that point, I did literally think it would just be him producing and that was it, right? In this instance, I'm making E look like the mastermind behind the project. You know what I'm saying? This is the imagery that I'm painting. If E is the mastermind behind the project, the producing, then I am the muscle, but vocally. Now, I leave it stuck in your head. What do I leave stuck in your head? My bars, my hooks, or choruses. This lighting is so ass, I'm so sorry. To further paint this picture of this being stuck in your head, I then use the simile, just like screws. Who has screws stuck in their brain? I'll give it a second. If you guess Frankenstein, you would be correct. See, now this makes you think of Frankenstein, right? Which paints further imagery of this like make-believe place that DOGMA kind of takes place in, right? Another thing that links with this Frankenstein imagery, right, is the whole imagery with the mastermind and the muscle, right? Because, oh wait, I forgot, Frankenstein's the doctor. I bet a lot of you didn't know that the monster in Frankenstein is actually called Igor, and Frankenstein is the doctor. You learn something new every day. Don't say bueno, don't teach you none. I'm really feeding you niggas. I'm really like, I'm dead showing love to you niggas. I'm teaching you niggas shit. Like, bro, why wouldn't you want to join the Bueno Circle? You can see how a lot of this kind of links to what DOGMA is supposed to be, the image that we're trying to portray and the story that we're trying to tell in DOGMA. This chemistry, you ain't seen nothing like it since you was in school. Oh yeah, what did we do? I'm the voice, we give you a choice. Chemistry, school, off rip. We already know this is a given. These two are linked. The chemistry that I'm describing is the chemistry between me and E, right? I'm saying that the chemistry is so good between me and E that you haven't seen it since you was in school. No, I don't know how long ago that might be for you. Some of you may even still be in school. The further away that it was since the last time you went to school, then the better the bar hits for you. Also, I do want to point out, this whole section, right? This whole section, what do you notice? There's chemistry. You ain't seen nothing like it since you was in school. Oh yeah, what did we do? I'm the voice. We give you a choice, right? It's like I'm talking to you, right? It's like I'm literally sat down having a conversation to you, bragging about whatever I'm bragging about. This direct, like, you, you know what I mean? I'm talking like to you in your fucking face, making sure you fucking listen. What do we do? Is this a rhetorical question? Don't ask me, nigga, I don't fucking know. I'm the voice. You may be wondering, what am I the voice of? Here I'm saying that I'm the voice of 333, right? Now, is this a bit braggadocious, big for your beats? Some may say. But personally, I kind of don't give a fuck. But I'm the voice, while I'm telling you that we will give you a choice. As I am the voice, we give you a choice. The choice is, you can roll with the little boys, but no, they ain't touching the big dogs. Said I need ice for the scar on my arm, so Aura and James did. You can either option A, roll with the little boys, but I'm warning you that you may be disappointed if you go that way, because they ain't touching the big dogs. Who are the big dogs? DOGMA are the big dogs. I'm painting more imagery here, right? Should I say hyperbole? Is that the right word? I knew I was right. This is why I passed English. This is being used as a... It's going to be fucking hard to write like that. Hyperbole. For those of you dumb motherfuckers who don't know what hyperbole is, a hyperbole is a very exaggerated statement. Yeah. Doesn't have to be taken literally. Yes, that is the Google definition that I just looked up because I was making sure that I was using the word in the right context. Shut up. Because you didn't even know that until I told you. This is being used to create more imagery in the braggadocious tones that are often, you know, a subject in Dogma. This song is kind of a window into Dogma. This is partially why we put it as the first song, because a lot of the subject matter in Bounce is kind of the scattered subject matters in other songs, you know what I mean? Now, so I need ice for the scar on my arm. I actually have a scar on my upper right arm. I would show you right now, but I can't. You won't be able to see it, so you may be asking how did that happen, and if you didn't, shut the fuck. What happened was, right, this is probably 2017, 2018, something like that. So it was lunch, right? And we wasn't allowed to go outside because it was raining, so we had to like literally eat our lunch inside, and we had to just stay in our classroom for the entirety of lunch. It was the end of our lunch, and you know how we have the whiteboards in the classroom, right? Like the ones that we actually like these ones. It was a massive one, and on the bottom there was like a little like thing to put all the whiteboard pens and the rubbers and whatnot. It was really fucking sharp, like really sharp. I don't remember how it happened, but I got pushed into the whiteboard, scraped my entire, like I say my entire arm, scraped that whole little section of my arm. I ended up getting a band-aid on it. So not ice, unfortunately. They didn't give me any rollies with a dab of ranch. Ice, of course, is referring to jewellery. Since I needed that jewellery, I decided to Warren James it. Did this motherfucker really just flex Warren James? Yes, I did. You wanna know why? Because that's real to me. That is real to me. Like, I'm obviously not gonna fucking have £1,000 million jewellery at this stage in my life. Because, nigga, look where I am. What's the point in being a nigga if I can't be a real ass nigga? I'm comfortable, so rearrange it. We made it ourselves, arrange it. I found anything, got range it. I'm moving on up, got a pace to flip. And it's just the delivery that I had for it. It was I don't know, I snapped with it, I won't lie, I snapped. In my opinion, at least. You know, some of you might be like, nigga, you're fucking ass. I would say, you know what? I kind of am. But in my mind, I'm the GOAT. I'm comfortable. What am I comfortable with? I'm comfortable with, you know, just life in general. Whenever I'm comfortable with life, I try to get out of my comfort zone. Therefore, rearranging it. We've all been there in life. And if you haven't, you're probably a fucking loser. Made it ourselves. I'm always proud of the fact that we really we take pride in our work. We do it our way, and doing it our way requires a lot of brain power, a lot of creativity. I always love the process of doing making a whole song or maybe a whole project, a whole album, EP, whatever by myself. Now that it's not just me, it's with two other people who also are on the same wavelength as me, you know, when it comes to music and whatnot. I'm now being proud of not only just me doing it myself, but us doing it ourselves. Arrange it. What am I talking about? Arrange the songs in the track list. I think that one was pretty self-explanatory, actually. If you didn't get that, you might be a bit of an idiot. Lock in. Before we dissect this bar, right, I just want to take a look at the rhyme scheme. I'm comfortable, so arrange it. We made it ourselves, arrange it. I found anything, got range, yeah. I'm moving on up, got a page to flip. Rhymed, arranged it, arrange it with arrange it. You know, kind of sloppy, I won't lie, but you know, it's my song, so I can kind of say what the fuck I want on it. After that, rhyming arrange it with range, yeah. So I'm rhyming it with yeah. I rhyme all of the arrange and the range, you know, just kind of playing with the same word, you know what I mean? Playing with the food a little bit. After that, I then move on to page to flip. And now I also make the flip rhyme with the yeah. The way I say all of this, I make all of these, it, yeah, and flip rhyme somewhat You know what I mean? Like I kind of tweak it just a little bit, just so it sounds satisfying. Fly on anything. What do I mean by fly on anything? I mean I'm able to, you know, spit on any beat, on any type of genre. The fact that I'm flying on it though shows that I do it with ease. You see that? I'm doing it majestically, kind of almost freely, almost. I couldn't think of another adjective. In doing that, I will obviously have range in what I create, in what I can create, in my potential. Then I'm moving on up, got a page to flip. Moving on up in life, in what I do and how I move and how I am as a person, as a man. We go into another chapter in life. Painting this imagery once again. Chapters, right? Chapters in life, a page. What does that make you think of? Books. Almost like DOGMA has a lore to it. Again, this whole idea of, you know, make-believe and utopia. See how much we get just from one word. From one word, we managed to get all of these annotations. You motherfuckers need to lock in. Damn, I've been going for a motherfucking hour, nigga. I feel like the longer this video has gone on, the more intelligent that I've sounded and spoke. Which is weird because I don't actually speak like that at all. I'm putting on my English teacher voice, which I never knew I had until I made this video, I guess. Running dog, all of my jeans. We know we large, we just wait to get seen. I need recharge, so I went to the beach down in Kalela right next to the sea. Running dog. What is the running dog? These right here are the jeans that I wore in the Bounce music video. They are one of my favorite pairs that I have currently. Shows I don't really have much. Once again, realistic flexing what I already have, you know. Not all these like massive brands or whatnot. Because I mean, to be fair, even when I'm up, I probably wouldn't rock massive brands like that, really, because like I'm still gonna wear what I like. You know what I'm saying? Not some J. Cole shit. I'm not gonna be out here dressing like a fucking 48 overall in this bitch, but I will be having that shit on. Even if I'm not spending big bucks on it, I will be spending big bucks on shit though. Don't get it twisted. We know we large. We just wait to get seen. Now this is me addressing the fact that we already know in our heads, we put it in our minds that we are already the GOATs. However, we just need to wait for the people to realize and really find that, oh shit, these boys are crazy. These niggas are cray in their brain. You know what I mean? And, you know, it's only a matter of time until the people acknowledge us. I need recharge. So I went to the beach. This is a personal anecdote. Follows into this bar right here, down in Kalela, right next to the sea. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I think I am. I hate that it's pronounced that and not Kayaya or, you know, something along those lines, because I feel like it would make more sense. It is literally located right next to the sea. There was a whole lot there, to be fair. We just went to Barcelona like twice. I didn't go twice. I went one time, and then the second time I stayed in the hotel, because I kind of felt like it, to be honest. I didn't want to go there again just to walk around and look at fucking nothing, because women. What did I do in Kalela, you may be asking? This is where this next part comes in. Jump in the pool. I'm chillaxing. You ain't a fraction of what I could be. They ain't messing with me. Oh nah. Ain't messing with B. Oh nah. Now, obviously, jumping in the pool and chillaxing were two things that I was doing while in Kalela. You ain't a fraction of what I could be. Now, I'm saying here that my potential is so fucking high. So high. To the point that you're not even a fraction, decimal of what I could be. Of what I could be. There are no limits in my mind as to what I can do and how good I can be at what I do. To the point where the average man, the average nigga couldn't even stand a chance if I really put this to the test. Again, the braggadocious tone. That was very hard to write from this angle. And of course this just kind of, you know, stepping back and saying, you know, I've talked my talk. Let me chill a little bit. Let me fall back. So I'm just saying, you know, I've said what I need to say. They ain't messing with me.
Ain't messing with me.
Now, I know we're all tired. We've been studying hard. But, listen, we're on the last bar now. We just gotta take in one more chunk of knowledge. And then we can walk away feeling truly blessed by the teachings of KB Bueno. 17. But I've been that boy since Iron Man hit the streets. We building a brand, we building Stark Industries. How much of them listen to me? Check the streams. Did I miss out? Cry me a river while I'm out here counting fees. We should already understand by this bar that I'm telling you I am only 17 years old. So now if we do the maths, come on, do the maths. When was I born? Did you say 2009, nigga? Are you fucking stupid? No. Absolutely man, you stupid bitch. Since Iron Man hit the streets. When did the first Iron Man movie come out? If you guess 2008, you'd be correct. Therefore, I'm telling you that I have been that motherfucking nigga since 2008, the year I was fucking born. We building a brand. Who's we? DOGMA. That's we. Building a brand. How are we doing that? We're building a brand through our music, how we portray ourselves, how we present ourselves to you, the listeners, the fan base, the niggas who rock with us. And we're building Stark Industries. What is that linked to? Fucking Iron Man. Damn fucking right. Again, talking about Iron Man, talking about Stark Industries, tying in once again with the make-believe sort of theme here. How much of them listening? Check the streams. So now I'm asking E, I'm like, yo, E, how much of a motherfucker's listening to me? He like, I don't know. I'm like, nigga, check the streams. And then the final bar, cry me a river while I'm out here counting fees. I'm telling all of you hating ass motherfuckers. Any of you bitch ass niggas got a problem, come kill my uncle about it, pussy. You got something to say? Cry. I'm gonna be out here counting this money. $3,018,000. Why you crying me a fucking river? And on that note, that concludes Bounce. If you want me to do more videos like this for Dogma, let me know. If you want me to do it for Hearts and Stars, let me know. Probably won't though. While you're at it, stream Dogma. Cause why not? Who doesn't want to listen to some new shit? You know what I mean? And who knows, you might fucking love it for the rest of your life and hold it near and dear to your fucking heart, my nigga. You might, you know, might be that album that you look back on in like 20 years and you're like, oh my gosh, I miss this. We need more of this today. Run it back. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get too into it because, you know, I can get carried away a little bit sometimes. I will see you when I next see you. Go follow the Instagram and I'm going to clock out this bitch.